Hi, and welcome back to Let's Win Darkest Dungeon. I'm Fwop, and this is the Dark Renaissance series where we cover the strategies and tactics necessary to thrive in the incredibly harsh world of Darkest Dungeon. I'm Fwop, if I didn't already say that, and we are piling up the level 2s. I am looking forward to sending them out on a boss fight, but I want to upgrade them first. I at least want level 3 weapons and armor before I tackle that bad boy. And there's a couple specific heroes I want to go. One, you want a bounty hunter, or at least I do. Really strong enemies are what Mark for Death is made for. Also, Monster Size 2 plus 25% damage. Guess what Monster Size 2 is? Yeah, that's right. Every boss. All those big boys taking 25% more damage with Mark for Death and collect bounty on them. Oh my goodness, so much damage. Since that's the case, and the Necromancer is Eldritch as well as Unholy, we are going to need to ditch this negative trait on our Bounty Hunter. Even though we are quite low on cash, I feel like one good run and we might have a chance at crushing this guy. Alright, I can't make it cheaper for myself. Matter of fact, looking at the amount of heirlooms I have, I can't actually do any upgrading in town. We're going to suck it up and pay for that. If you do anything, I suggest you remove negative quirks. Just constantly wage that battle for your character's sanity. It's the best thing you can do. Okay, so we have a full roster. Everyone's even leveled up. Let's take a look at the stagecoach anyway. Hard-skinned is fantastic. Protection percentage goes quite a ways. And these are okay penalties. Point-blank shot, duelist advance, and pistol shot are an excellent set of moves. Grape Shot's the only really awesome ability that's missing. One second. Let me make the cat happy. I don't actually hate my cats, I just complain. Alright. Now that I've prepared a spot for you on myself where you can't scratch the shit out of me, we can proceed with all the important video game playing. Let's see. Alright, so hardened skin is awesome. I prefer quirks that benefit me all the time, but you know, if you got plans, if you got specific plans. Oh my goodness, these are awesome. Hatred of Unholy, anything that increases your damage as a Hellion is great. Steady is good on anybody. And those aren't terrible quirks. It is a shame I already have 3 awesome Hellions with better quirks. Wheel Tactician. Yeah, sorry. The specific area ones are nice to round out a list of positive quirks. They are not so nice from the get-go. Remember that from the stagecoach, you can be the choosiest you ever will be about what positive quirks. Like you can take like the best possible quirks, like Cambrai with deadly and quick reflexes off the get-go. Oh my god. Now the positive quirks she picks up later, well, at least we had awesome ones to begin with. She's still awesome. If you start off with Wheel Tactician, it might go downhill from there. It might not get that much better. Like, what are you gonna get? Backtracker and Wheeled Explorer or something? You know, it's like, woohoo! Stick to generally awesome quirks straight off the stagecoach. Don't bother. Be very picky if you can, unless you just absolutely need something. What makes this attack good? I'm so confused by Hook and Slice. It's not as accurate as Finish Him. It does 33% less damage, has a worse crit mod, and doesn't have the chance to increase your damage by 33%. It also can't attack anywhere or from everywhere. The only benefit I see is that it's a ranged attack. I don't understand this one. So confusing. Okay, we're gonna take a peek in here. Dark Bracer. Cool. I'd love to have that, but there's no way I can afford it. Sun Ring. Also cool, but in the opposite way. Sun items are really safe, that you fight in full torchlight like a badass. You will be able to rock everything. You have all the advantages you can possibly get. Dark Bracers let you fight in the dark where the loot is good, but everything else can be kind of troublesome. Alright. Nothing left to do here, I think. Let's pick out our crew. I want to build up more money. I also want to make my weapon upgrades cheaper, so we're going to go for more deeds. That's right. Maybe someone suggested the warrens might unlock after killing a boss. We will test out that theory soon, I hope. Alright, level 1 heroes. Guyo is ready to hit the field again. I want to take people who already have upgrades, so I don't have to pay for more, because I'm low on cash. And I expect my upgrades to get cheaper, right? So, how does this look? She's strongest from the front. He's got duelist advance. Guyo's got that lance. It's all about that lance, No bulwark. Right? No? Yeah, it's kind of a stretch. Sorry. Let's start here, because point blank shot is pretty awesome. And this gives me... If you want to get off that Holy Lance, you need 3 or 4 enemies, right? Otherwise there won't be enemies in rank 3 or 4. And if I don't get off the Lance, I can't do any of my other attacks. So I really need to get off the Lance, which means maybe point blank shot isn't the best choice for my first round action, because it's got a good chance to just kill someone, which is great, obviously. But then my Crusader, if they only had 3 enemies, can't do anything. So instead, we'll focus on letting her stun or hack people, him weaken everyone with Grape Shot, and then he can finish off whoever's in rank 3 or maybe damage rank 4. And yeah. I also... We're gonna make sure those stun... Oh, actually... Her dodge is only 10? Oh, I can upgrade her stuff. Okay, make sure to check your upgrades. 2-2, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2. Cambrai and Cormier need upgrades. I already checked, I can't upgrade my furnace. Or I would have done that first, of course, to save myself the money. Oh, I guess I can upgrade her skills too. Alright, he's good. I want to save up money, but... Wicked Hack is an awesome ability. Yop, also awesome. If it bleeds, I think is quite good. Bleed out. 8, 10, 80, 10, 5. 85, 10, 6. Huh. Let's upgrade Yop and Hack. We'll see about these other ones. Cormier. Good. Alright, well, we still have enough to go on this adventure. Medium apprentice level. Where are we? pretty well equipped. I am not doing a great job of keeping my bank full. Does anyone do debuffs really? No. 15% chance to bleed skills. 10% extra damage does not hurt. That's +1 to my min and my max. Death blow, resist affliction. I don't think that's really necessary. And I'll just lower my damage. Debuff. None of my guys are really about the debuff, so that seems like plenty. Let's go. Alright, once again we are out a healer. Without a healer. Always bring 4 torches, 2 shovels. I'm gonna bring 2 keys. And 1 of everything else. We will try an adventure in the dark. I do want to start bringing back maximum awesome.
I knew all these paths once.
By also I mean loot. Of course.
My own ambitions.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 again. Okay. We are positioned. She actually does have a lot of bleed skills, so the amulet's pretty good. That was a rough switch for us guys. Alright, we lost one of their moves, but now our Crusader is out of luck. Let's try and kill this one before it can act. She can only move 1. Oops. Haven't done that before. There you go. That's about how much the pass causes. 5. Not a major loss. 75 accuracy, 5% crit. 85 accuracy. Yeah, let's go with this. Efficient for crits. And it's bleeding, so we know it's dead, but it's much better to kill an enemy with a unit. Oh god. Should've got her breakthrough. His breakthrough is usable from anywhere. Because she's not very flexible with this skill set. I'm gonna leave that there, since I might run my torch down and come back. I don't want to waste my bandage just yet. Excellent scouting. I think that means you scouted twice, and I'm not sure who. I guess the Hellions probably a decent scout. By no means the best. Well, let's go this way first. Once you get back from here, strikes me as a good time to camp. Remember, these traps cause blight. If you got anyone who's blight resistant or happens to be able to cure themselves, nod nod, wink wink, use them. I see. Lucky us. I think it was dark enough to get some decent loot. Banditos. The double stun is worth a lot. Especially because it doesn't decrease your accuracy. Which is very pleasant. Let's get him up there. Nice. If we're lucky, our Crusader will go before this next Fusilier. Or somebody.
Devastating blow.
Excellent. Multi-stun. 7 to 13 damage. Sad. So we're really weakening ourselves. But then again, we got these guys all locked down.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Now we need our Crusader to stay at the front because the next person who dies is going to make it impossible for us to get at to move him up. I don't have anything better to attack him with. Grape Shot Blast might finish the whole crew.
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Pretty good haul. And we are in fairly optimal order. So this is a fight. I'm going to walk around until this debuff is gone. There we go. There we go. Little forward, little back, do the hokey pokey. And yeah, we'll just go for it. No surprise is good. Ouch!
Death waits.
No crit would be nice.
Lapse in concentration.
Seven to 14. Bleed resist is low. 7 to 14 damage plus 2 is pretty good. Could conceivably kill this one outright. Just stun these two. Let's go for the stun. To 9, 23% chance to crit. Let's just try and wear him down since we've got such good stun and even blight resistance thanks to our Are the plague doctors female? Someone said they were. Okay, I can see it. I can see it. The medieval names are not terribly indicative to me, but alright. So since we're using AoEs to just weaken the whole team, that's what, well I guess, anyway, that's the plan. Remember, these two are weaker up front. If your damage is debuffed, use a bleed attack, because it doesn't rely on damage. But it could conceivably kick ass, I guess. At least, you know, the bleed isn't affected by percentage.
Creatures can be
all right, we're gonna have.
Beaten.
Yes, scouting is good. Okay, an empty room is not worth one of our shovels. But I'm not, I mean, I'm a little stressed out. For a lockbox... Whoops. Oh, you just had to do it. Fine, we didn't get anything. We might catch 10 extra stress.
And now,
6.
the
Brutal.
darkness holds dominion. Black as death.
But we didn't waste a shovel. Oh. You guys know I'm not going to forget that chest, right? Who forgets that? That's That's crazy. Nothing makes Renaud less stressed out than tons of loot. Alright, we are already running out of space. What do I need? I haven't got many portraits and the wheel refuses to open. Busts are nice. They're not really what I'm going for, but I can always use more. Torches. And of course I could go ahead and camp, but then my waiting in the dark for all this loot, I could pick up in pitch black. Is there anything I could just go ahead and use? I could probably feed 12 food to these guys. And we could camp like way down here. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, he only healed one? Lame. Oops. Okay, well that was obviously that was a little subpar, as I just dumped the loot and then cleared space for it, but some days, man, some days. Oh look, a trap. Yay.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Crests. Do I need crests more than anything else in particular? I don't think so. I'm gonna ditch. I'm gonna ditch an anti-venom for a pile of crests. It's always good to do a couple crests. Excellent, way to resist. Okay, we eat. Now I don't have a boatload of food, and I haven't seen a food item yet. Let's use our bandages where they're worth the most. They just barely paid, or they only paid for themselves. Alright, this is good. No! Okay, okay. Remember, he can cure disease on himself if you're worried about catching diseases from something. He's the man to send. Scouting. We'll try this combat in the dark. Oh, oh, you're bad. That's a tough one. Okay, at least it didn't rock my face off. I'm not sure if they actually do bad things. They look like they should do bad things. Now a crit, an AoE crit in the dark can be horrific. Man, Yelp is good. Saves me so much damage. Yeah, crits. Pistol shot is probably the best skill he has if you focus on crits. Oh,
strike.
What? That's what happens when you have awesome weapons.
Well struck.
There we go. Note that you not only get crit stress relief, you also get kill stress relief can stack with crit. So he healed like 16 stress from double critting 2 enemies and killing both. It's kind of what you'd expect, but it's good to know it's actually true. Alright. I mean, we don't have to camp if, you know, we want to use our medicinal herbs. Give me all the food. Nice. Okay, this compulsive behavior is obnoxious. I think that kind of stuff is going up on my list of really obnoxious things. We got tons of shovels.
Glittering gold,
Let's use them to
trinkets
the max.
and baubles, paid for in blood.
I need deeds more than I need busts.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
No scouting. That's no good. Crest stack a lot. That's one of the nice ways.
Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
Yeah, we can afford the blight. Alright, we are about to complete the quest. Let's go for that 26% chance to just crit kill her off the bat. Now we were surprised, but it didn't shift us around. I really don't know. I'm not always sure what surprise does. I don't feel a need to stun her. She will die. Damn, Kuyo. What the F? The force of devilry. Darn it. Let's go ahead and just push our highwaymen forward. Where you can get off that grape shot.
This expedition at least promises success.
Anything I don't want? Let's feed her some. 250. A stack of gold's gonna be worth more than a stack of this. We're gonna ditch the torches though, because it doesn't look like we're gonna be needing them anytime soon. Haha. Oh look. He had the compulsive behavior, but because we switched their positions first, it didn't happen. There. It just took the character from his position. Rabid dogs. Thankfully no surprise to mix up our party. Remember that whenever they attack, they move to the front. That means these back two haven't acted yet, which is awesome. %16 crit chance. This gives me an almost certain kill if it bleeds them.
Be gone, fiend.
So we'll take that instead. Since there's 3 AoE. These things are damn really fast. If you get a chance to prevent them from getting a turn, do it. Lucky you. Rabies. That might be worth camping at the very end of the adventure to try and get rid of. Oh, look at this. Perfect opportunity for battlefield medicine. Wah wah. I wonder what there's gotta be more to this. Whoa, 3 damage? Gotta be more to this bleed chance. Alright, they're not gonna last past this turn. Let's fish for crits.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious
75 cash
killer.
really isn't worth throwing anything away. We can leave this chest and come back for it. I've got plenty of food. We'll do just that. Guys are obnoxious. Yeah, I don't need torches. Torches are for people who need torches. I have nothing against torches or people who run like 100% light all the time. You may be missing out on some stuff. That is totally your business, and this is not an easy game. Alright, we'll go for the trap disarm. Whatever this is. We're gonna ditch the shovel, which we obviously won't be needing since we're near the end here. We are not gonna camp yet. I don't want my light up until after I get whatever's in this relic room that I passed up. But here we are again. Our kind of stun-reliant team crushed it. Now note that at level 3, monsters become significantly more stun-resistant, and you're gonna have to pay really careful attention if you want to stun a monster regularly, as only a couple are actually easy to stun anymore. So let's try this key since we're gonna ditch it anyway. Let's try this holy water in the ancient coffin. No dice. Trying the same thing again and expecting anything different is the definition of insanity, I hear. But well. So she's got rabies. He's got leeches. We have nothing left to do except reduce our stress, and we can camp. We can feast for some stress resistance. Don't waste your camp. If you rocked a mission, you can use all that goodness for stress relief or disease. Rabies really isn't bad on her though. Anybody else got anything worse? There's got to be a bug where you can't look at. You know what? We'll try and heal it anyway. Well, what about stress relief? So I could revel, reduce my stress by 20, but I don't need to. Well, I could. The speech reduces stress by 10 across the board. 10, 10, 2, 4. Let's look at what I do want to use. 2, 4, 5 is 9, 11. Or 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. Let's try that. Did the leeches purify my blood? They did. So, these, whatever the 15% chance to remove target disease, it seems way more likely. I've used it twice and it's worked both times. So, that seems unlikely that 15% is what it is. Alright, so she's going to revel, because the debuff do not matter to me. Guyot cannot heal stress on his own. His perks prevent that. Gambler and Enlightened are mutually exclusive. So we're going to lower Guyot's stress. He's also a meditator, which means improved stress reduction while meditating and while camping. I totally forgot about that, so he's the perfect target. Smoke this leaf. It will improve your confidence. Nice, and then of course he can't use it on himself. A little stress reduction there doesn't hurt. Dignity is thy greatest weapon. No time for anything else. I guess we could get ambushed. And what would that be for us? Mad cash, right? We are the flame, they cried.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
We already found victory, guys. Just saying. Alright, so we rocked that. We actually reduced stress overall, except for maybe Cormier. We got rabies and got rid of rabies. and we're good to go.
Paths and roads bring soldiers and supplies. Let them arrive unharried.
Alright, we finally get a solid haul of cash. And we paid for a lot of our level 1 upgrades, so we're having to pay less and less out to go well equipped out on the missions. And we keep gathering deeds, which makes the upgrades cheaper and cheaper. This is how you get ahead. Satanophobia, darn. Warren Scrounger. Scrounger's like a weak version of Explorer, so... The good news is positive traits do get randomly replaced once you hit 7 positive traits. So you got a chance to replace crappy ones, as well as good ones. Stomach cramp, lame. Hatred of Eldritch, amazing. He's gonna rock that Necromancer. Guilty Conscience, Tough. Tough is good. Not so bad, guys. That was a no torch mission.
I cannot tell how much time has passed since I sent that letter.
Where we got to camp purely for stress relief purposes and disease. Everything went our way. Life is good. Alright, back at the blacksmith. So, once you are able to upgrade to level 3, that is like, that's golden. Then you can stop nursing your level 0s. You can get your level 2. Then you've bought yourself plenty of time. It's going to take you a long time to push people up into levels 3 and 4. You're going to have a lot of missions where all you need are the level 2 heroes with level 3 upgrades. You can just nurse this level of upgrades for quite a while before you have to start upgrading level 3 heroes. So that's when you want to max out the cost reduction, preferably before you start upgrading all of these level 2s. We still have a couple missions left in our level 1 crew here. It looks like at least 4 of our crew can take a while. He'll level up soon. But we'll just keep nursing these guys' ability to bring back treasure while only using level 2 upgrades, which are cheaper, of course, than upgrading these guys to level 3. And then once we upgrade these guys to level 3, we will rock a boss. So, we've got that. I do want to look at what the next stagecoach level is, because of course if I keep recruiting level 0 heroes, not only might I get awesome heroes like he does have a good skill set. Intimidate is amazing. Withstand is really solid. Not only can I recruit the pick of the litter over here, but I don't have to send out my level 2s because I'm running more level 0s, more level 1s for treasure. And you want to save up your level 2s so you can crush those level 1 missions with them when they're upgraded. So it's good to, if you think you might be recruiting someone awesome, have enough deeds left to upgrade this. But of course I'm going for cheapness.
A sharper sword,
yeah.
Stronger shield, anything to prolong a soldier's life.
Gonna go ahead and nab that. 18, I would love to buy this next and be completely done with my weapon upgrade cost reductions, because these guys are gonna be expensive. Uh-oh, 600 now. It was, what, 1,000? That sounds right. I mean, 40% of 1,000 is 400, so that's how it goes. If we can, so every one of these upgrades is worth 100 to me off of my level 3 costs. You take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Say I have 10 heroes. That is 2,000 each. That's 20,000 cash to upgrade all these guys to level 3 that I saved myself for having level 4. 20,000. And surgical gloves. Okay, crit chance. That would be awesome on occultists and highwaymen in particular. Debuff charm. The debuff charm might be good against self-debuffs, like the Hellions, so keep that in mind if you find a way to stack a lot of debuff. This kind of thing might be tempting, but you want to save crests to get the upgrades you want. I have run out of quests quite easily by buying Survivalist and Nomad Wagons, so resist. Alright guys, thank you so much. You know, let's... With our wealth, let's not forget to throw a couple people in here. 24 busts, I think I want to save up for that next. It's only 8 more busts than the next 10% off, and it lets me double down. And I'm about to start rolling in the cash when my level 2s go marching in. Okay, what does he have? Thanatophobia does blow. Guyo, somehow stressless. Guilty conscience is not the worst. Weak grip is kind of the worst. I want to bring her, I think. Plus 20% damage versus size 2 monsters. Yeah, I want to bring her. She's going to be one of my boss executioners. Weak grip. I actually want to get rid of both of these if the boss I attack is the Necromancer. Necromancer is an easier boss to tackle thanks to Crusader's extra damage versus Unholy and his tendency to push himself back into Holy Lance territory. I think the Necromancer is the easiest boss. So we are going to whack this. Alright guys, I'll see you next episode. Thanks for watching, and remember to get the most out of your heroes by upgrading them as soon as possible. And if you can't upgrade them, try to send out other heroes that are at maximum upgrade. That's just the most efficient way to play the game. Yep, I will see you in the next episode.